The real insider reason why Trump sucked up to Mamdanii that nobody's talking about. So listen to this entire video. There are three core reasons, and I got one bombshell for you. So listen to this. So first of all, he sucked up. MAGA's mad. I don't believe you did this. But he smiled and said, whatever, Mamdanii, whatever you want, Mamdanii. Why did he do that? Oh, you're going to love it. Here's the deal. Turns out, being the mayor of New York, you have a lot of influence over somebody who cares about money. Who cares about money? Donald Trump? So let me break it down to you like this. Yes, Donald Trump got felony charges and he lost his license in New York. However, he has a lot of business partnerships in New York. Remember, this is Wall Street. This is the big money, baby. And Mamdanii has his hands on the post of fucking him up in three core ways. So way number one is this. He has these partnerships that don't have his name, but it has his money, his financing, his influence, everything that he can do that Mamdanii could shut down and fuck up immediately, and Mamdanii's that one. He's willing to shut down and fuck up. So you want to send ICE, you want to send troops, you want to fuck with him, he's going to fuck with you. And Trump knows it. But that brings me to part number two. Oh, it's good. I got a bombshell at the end coming. Part number two is that he, meaning Mamdanii, knows it, but also his business community knows it. Now, let me explain that to you. The largest concentration of billionaires is in New York. There's 900 billionaires in the country, and they're the largest concentrations of billionaires in New York. And the billionaires know automatically. They tried to sell during the campaign, well, we'll leave New York. They ain't leaving New York. Dog, they ain't leaving New York. They got hundreds of millions, if not billions, tied up into New York. They ain't about to, they ain't happening. So they, as a community, already got word to Trump, said, yo, man, you don't want to, please do not start nothing with this man. He about to fuck everybody up. And you know we are good friends with you. We don't want to start that. You know who else did that? San Francisco. Remember, he was supposed to send troops to San Francisco. Billionaire called him up and said, don't send troops to San Francisco, Trump. And Trump was like, gotcha. And sure enough, he backed away from San Francisco. Remember that? See, what Cuomo was trying to sell New York on was, oh, I'm going to talk to Trump. But it wasn't Cuomo's talk to Trump. Trump didn't give no shits. Trump knew that the billionaires knew Cuomo, but Cuomo's out. So who does he know in the billionaire class as far as the society and the partnerships that he wants to do future money with? He wants his family to do future money with. Who does he know that connects to those people that he could fuck up those people, thus fuck up Trump? Who does he know? He knows, and wait till this bombshell towards the end as I open this up again. Here's the thing. He knows that this billionaire class is going to be mega pissed, and he don't want to do that. He don't want to fuck it up. He don't want to mess it up because it's going to relate to number three, which I'm going to get to in a second. But the idea that if he's on bad outs with the billionaire groups, which is the worst thing in the world Trump wants to do, because Trump wants to so be in with them. He wants to be so in there, and they can't stand him. But they have enough sense to call up, say, hey, Trumpy Poo, please, Mamdanii Poo is going to snap like a motherfucker on us. Last thing we need to do is upset and pull the trigger on this guy and set him off. He'll fuck up all your friends, fuck up all your money relationships. You don't want to do that. How about you just cool out? We just kind of work with him for a while, see where he's going, see how we can get in and work with him. And Trump was like, you know what? Okay, we'll make it worth your while, Trumpy Poo. Thank you. That's what I like to know. Welcome, Mamdanii. You're a wonderful, wonderful person. You're wonderful. I love you. Hey, bend over. I'm going to give you the Bubba special. I'm going to give you the Bubba special and love you so much. I'm going to be your bitch. I'm going to be your bitch because this money cannot be fucked up because Trump don't give no fucks about MAGA. He's proven that with the big, beautiful bill. These MAGA people are so stupid. They think, well, the big, beautiful bill is there to hurt the liberals. No, you stupid motherfuckers. He's cutting off all your shit. And you're so stupid, you don't even know it. So the second thing is the society has talked to Trump saying, you about to fuck up all our money. It's pretty much the same way in Germany, that the powerful class talked to Bitler. You know who that is. You can't say his name across social media, but you know what I'm talking about. Man with the little mustache, 1930s, 40s head, right? Didn't like the Jewish people. They talked to him about not invading Switzerland because Switzerland was going to catch it. But then all of a sudden they were like, listen, you know that's where all our money's at, right? Including us as Nazis. We said the word. But, you know, you don't want to mess with our money. You don't want to mess with our money. And Hitler said, oh, right, no problem. So he didn't mess with him. This is what that is. Trump's messing with basically Trump pokes the needle at Mamdanii and he's messing with the bank, whereas he can do anything he wants in any other city like Chicago, who's the main target right now. But Mamdanii obviously knows he has that power. Trump now knows he has that power. All of the billionaires in New York knows he has that power. Millionaires, billionaires have picked up the phone and got word out to Trump. No, don't do nothing wrong to this guy. Don't do nothing wrong to this guy. He's about to fuck up everybody's money. So that's the two things. Let's go into the third one. Because again, one, he's got the post on Trump's partnerships in business. Important to Trump. Two, he's got the post on the whole community and society that finances Trump, finances his people, the whole community. You don't want to fuck that up, all right? And they're just begging, being super nice to Trump people. We'll take care of you, just leave him alone. Then there's number three. You ready for this one? This is a good one. If Trump goes after Mamdanii, Mamdanii goes after Trump's family. Oh, and I got another bombshell coming after this one. Keep listening. He goes after his family. His family's all in there. Jared Kushner's got hundreds of millions in New York. He's a slumlord over there. You understand? That's tied to his daughter and granddaughters. His son's got money in there. He's about to fuck up the Trump family fortune. Trump ain't out of New York. He's deep in it. I'm trying to tell you. This because he got here with that business license don't mean nothing. If he fuck with Mamdanii, Mamdanii's ready to go there. Mamdanii, you know, he ain't fucking around. He's ready to go there. That's why Trump's more than willing to give him the Bubba special. Oh my God, seriously. Let's be nice to Mamdanii because my money could get completely messed up 1,000%. But it gets bigger. You think these three are big, and they are. And here's, again, MAGA. If you're MAGA watching this, y'all got to understand something. You had to figure out, at the very least, that he didn't care about you when him and Elon said, we're going to have these visas to bring in hundreds of thousands of people over from China and India and fuck whatever you want as an American, because we know if we can hold these visas over them, we can get cheap, highly skilled labor to make us billions of dollars, and we couldn't do that with actual American citizens. That's what that visa's about. And the MAGA people thought it was about racism. Let's make sure we get all the browns and blacks, put them down, and bring up the whites. But no, it was about that other color, green. And the same thing is with New York. He's not going to mess with his current partnerships, his billionaire class society, who he's just cut out $1 trillion deal for them, or his family that has billions tied into New York. Not going to happen. But here's the bombshell. You ready for this? Mamdanii has a tie-in. Listen to me now. Mamdanii has a tie-in to Epstein, to Letitia James, to him getting Epstein out of that office and being caught up with those minors. That minor class society. I talk about this in my Clarity group a lot. There's a grooming class that's much bigger than the billionaires in Silicon Valley. It's on Main Street as well as Wall Street or Hollywood or Silicon Valley. So what I'm saying to you is that this billionaire class already knows about him and his sexual deviancy and everything going on with Epstein. And now somebody is telling Mamdanii to leverage their power with them to say, listen, Mamdanii, here's a way you can make this very bad if Trump turns on you. And, oh, by the way, I know you got the, instant key over there to Letitia James. If he is out the door over this Epstein over the next several months, he's an instant target in New York. In New York, they could grab him. And Mamdani's got his hand on the key, and he's a wild card. He ain't got nothing to lose. You can't buy him. You can't work him. You can't do it. Mamdanii will turn that key on him. The stuff, first of all, it's already going to leak. The files, whether he redacts them or whatever, it's already going to leak. He might as well just let it all out because it's already going to leak. But soon as he's on outs, they could shut his business, his friends association, and his family down in New York, and it would cost them hundreds, at the very least, hundreds of millions of dollars. Mamdanii can do that before Epstein, but the big bombshell is the connection that now Mamdanii has access to the inside grooming game of Epstein, all the secrets, all of the fucking fuck-arounds that's going on, and he ain't afraid to pull that trigger in a moment's notice because he gives no fucks, and he's got nothing to lose. You fucking with a man who has nothing to lose, who can fuck up you, fuck up your partnerships, fuck up your friends, fuck up your family, and fuck up your freedom because you done fucked around with them minors over the last 40 years coming into New York. And the last thing you want to do is set this motherfucker off who has nothing to do. In Chicago, it's the equivalent of having Anton Cermak, who is not somebody there. That's why I worry so much about Mamdani's safety, because they killed off Cermak here in Chicago. They tried to make it look like, it was some crazy down in Florida visiting the president, as a matter of fact. They end up killing the president, trying to kill the president, but they say he was trying to kill the president, but they killed Anton, and Anton was tied in to messing up everything. He was about to mess up all the mob's money. He was about to mess up all of the shady deals here in Chicago in the 1920s, 1930s, whatever. Here's the thing. Mamdani's got his posts on trillions of dollars in New York. Now, it gets better. I want you to keep listening because I'm just going to have a couple of more moments with you that nobody else has talked to you about this, have they? Nobody else has been online in the last 2 hours. I was going to see if somebody caught on to this, and they didn't. They missed it. It's gigantic. They did not catch this. It's amazing. But I'm going to blow your mind even more. You ready for this? You ready for this? When you get inside of New York, you got control of trillions of dollars. Yes. You got control and insight into Wall Street. Yes. You have control and insight into the billionaire class, into the deals being made, into the, Trump family doing it. You got insight into all of that. Yes. But there's something else. And you have insight into the grooming society, the sexual society and secrets that are happening in New York right now. Yes. But here's the bombshell. It's not just Trump. I've said this for the last 11 months, and I'm going to reiterate it because now more than ever you need to pay attention and watch Mamdanii and watch New York, because here's the deal. If Trump pulls the trigger, and he might be crazy enough to do it anyway, I reserve the right to say that, but he'd be insane to do it, which, he's insane. He could do it. But here's the thing. Mamdanii has access to the entire sexual escapade, or let's call it sex trafficking network. I've said this before. Epstein, if you had the sex trafficking network nationally and internationally, that would be, if that were New York, Epstein files and Epstein would be a stamp on a postcard in the New York in the New York Empire State Building, in a sub basement, meaning on this whole wall behind me, it would be like a microscopic nothing. He could set shit off so well. Mamdanii has connections now he has the power, he got the power to come in and start investigating a ton of stuff to make it completely difficult for Trump, yes, but also the sex trafficking world. And one of the most dangerous things you got to understand, this is the only place you'll hear this. The most dangerous thing about the sex trafficking world isn't like taking the movie with Liam Neeson where they take the girls away and the boys away. It's the ones that lightly groom people. That's what made Epstein so dangerous and had 1,000+ girls. He was paying them referral fees. He had his own MLM. He had his own Avon going on where he was paying them to bring other girls to him. He wasn't in a car or an ice cream truck kidnapping them. He walked them girls in. But even more gangster, he had the girls walk girls who walk girls in. There's 1,000+ victims. And again, this is the stamp on a postcard in the sub-basement of the Empire State Building. The whole trafficking industry is this. And New York is a major hub in America. And what Mamdanii could do is start shutting down people. You think what evidence they don't have on Trump? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Mamdanii could get access to. He's a very powerful man now. He is very powerful. And he is not tied or withholding into any of this shit. That's the thing. They don't got him. You understand? They don't got him. And he knows they don't got him. So he can mess up Trump's partnerships. Let's recap this. Mess up Trump's partnerships. He can mess up Trump's society where he would have to do business in and his family would. He can mess up Trump's family. He can make it worse on the Epstein file situation when Trump gets in trouble and this finally comes out, because a lot of it is not just in Florida, it's in New York. And yes, Letitia James could come after him. And there's things he could shut down just because he thought he heard there's some bad stuff going on. But then it gets bigger than that. He can shut down the grooming society that, oh, by the way, it's not just Trump. It's his family. Them boys are involved in that grooming society. And all his connected people. And the scary part about that I've talked about for the last 11 months is that if he has friends who know, think about these parties Trump was at with these little girls. It wasn't just Epstein. In fact, there was a story that just came out. There was a person, a third-party person, who saw Trump and Epstein with a 13-year-old girl. What I'm saying is that the people who could be caught in that society would save themselves and throw him under that bus. Just like Pam Bondi will. Let me throw a bombshell at you. 70% of his cabinet is going to jail. And Pam Bondi, you hear what I'm saying? Pam Bondi is going to throw her entire DOJ to save her own ass. Because she has broken so much shit, headed up so much shit, done so much illegality. That's why she stumps around, because she knows she ain't going to get got. Remember, I said 70%, right? The other 30% is going to be the one that turned into 70% state's evidence. And if Mamdanii snaps and gets feeling the wrong way, he could fuck this all up. He can fuck up all their operations, all their inside game. He is now the insider. Hopefully, he carries that accordingly for us, the people. But the last thing you want to do is upset a goody two-shoe motherfucker you ain't got nothing on. Someone you ain't got nothing on who's got the post on all your money, all your connections, all your people, and can take down your entire sexual Epstein-like network, the sex trafficking network. And if you take them down, now listen to what I'm saying, this is the major bombshell. If you can take them down, they got tracks back to Trump and his family. Oh, there's people who know his sons, from the youngest to the oldest. They know what's going on. Mamdanii could shut down every slum that's going on in that area. Here's the other thing Mamdanii could do, and I'm going to say this one. This is the last megaton bomb I'm going to lay down on you. Mamdanii can also head nod on a lot of deals that Trump could be siding into, or people who would be paying Trump to make sure that Mamdanii was good with. Because remember, he wants more housing deals, right? He's the one that head nods and makes it happen. And he could be the blocker to everything Mamdani's, to everything that Trump is trying to do with people. And these billionaire people are the same ones who are saying, Trump, we got your back. We're going to put $100 million in your meme coin. We got you. Be nice to Mamdanii. Leave him the fuck alone. For instance, Jeffrey Yaz over at the major owner, the largest owner right now in TikTok, can pick up the phone. Leave Mamdanii alone. Jeffrey Yaz from Brooklyn. You don't even want to mess around. There's too much money on the game. And Mamdani's got his post on that culture. That's why he's sucking them off. That's why he's kicking ass. Follow me for more and check out my next video.